Alright. I'm back to playing more of this game.
There were 20 other subjects.
I also
was
managed to get
They were all scrapped because of malfunctions.
managed to get
Coming
the
Please
get
don't
the
break down.
equipment to level 4 or 5 or higher thing. Apparently it wasn't just the weapon, it's just the equipment. That's pretty much it, including like the memories and all that. So I was able to do it. I got through it. So I could like continue with the story, which I think that's what I'll do today. I'll just finish up the hidden story for chapter 7 and then do the character stories. And I guess if I'm feeling up to it and that's aside from reading, I could probably continue the main story again. And I'm also planning to do like more of the event story too. But I want to see where is it going. Yeah, that's what the plan is. So let me just go ahead and complete this so I can have this out already. And I'm also very happy that I finished chapter 8 to get where I'm at now. I'm also trying to see. Oh, okay, so I gotta. Okay, I'm very close, so might as well complete more of this. I guess like at chapter 9, once I finish chapter 9, what it feels like, and I do the hidden story for that, I would be able to get the side stuff unlocked. So hopefully, I'll kind of get everything unlocked. Right, let me just start in chapter 7. Oh, they're back at the HQ. I also remember that from what happened last time in MSQ. Finally met Camus himself, the man, the myth, the legend that lives rent free in Camus' head. And I guess at the end of that, Babylonian was getting attacked. Stretch and hydrate. Okay, hi, Dakaru. How are you? Okay, I have done those. And I did hydrate earlier. I was drinking iced coffee. Alright, thank you for the stretch and hydrate. Alright, let me go and start. This is for Hashi's memory data I copied from the ruins, now running it into visual data replay. It was a bit reluctant at the time. Yes, which is why I've been extra careful to not cause any harm to it. I'm good. Oh, iced coffee is nice. Yeah, iced coffee is very nice. According to Warashi said, their model type was sent into the ruins a long time ago to search for a buried treasure. And what we saw proved that, indeed, those rumors weren't lies. There really is something buried beneath the ruins. Simulation complete. Playing the video now, Commandant. I think yesterday, like later on at night, I ended up thinking about a bunch of other gacha games and how good or well they are and how player friendly they are to the players.
Let's get this over with.
Like, I know I was talking to Ricky, like, we should probably have a discussion about the, like, one her little podcast talk. Which is, I hopefully that'll be something in future too, because I have a lot of thoughts on gacha games. And honestly, Punishing Grey Raven's pretty much really high up there and being like very player friendly, and a lot of quality of life that they have in this game. It's very good compared to like most gacha games I experienced and played so far. Like, I have a lot of thoughts on things that Punishing Gray Ribbon's just one of them. Like, I might think highly of Punishing Gray Ribbon, but there are some little things about the game that I still wish that they kind of improve or add or anything like that still. Like, not all gacha games are perfect, of course. The memory data video shows that Rashi found some spark falling into the ruins, and it became very interested in it. It then traced all the way toward the spark's landing point. It seemed to have also activated some mechanism within the ruins. To further analyze the videos and this memory data, I will recreate the situation by video. Yeah, if you see my model like being a little weird, like losing like stuff. Oh god, no! Oh no! Oh no! Do I have to do this in order? Oh god. Hopefully I did this correctly. Oh, okay, cool, I did it correctly. The memory. Nope. Alright, sure, thanks.
That felt so
I get
exhausting.
you. Gotcha, Connie, and F2 free-to-play is really interesting to me. Definitely think it make for a fun podcast topic. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Like, as much as I am a little like pretty much negative towards Genshin, there are good things about that game too that can be fun. But there's also a lot of negative things that does weigh into Genshin. And I would also like ask Ruki to talk about Star Rail, because I never play that and I don't really plan to. Because I know that like all the complaints that so many people has for Genshin, they put it all in Star Rail from what I heard. So I'm very curious about what she would say about it. So hopefully we can have that topic in the future sometime. Like, because I did ask her that we should do that for one of her little podcasting. Like, I'm gonna take, the Octopath Traveler game is not that bad. It's actually pretty fun. It's just like a light version of the Octopath games. Just that the character that you pull displays of, which is just kind of like random characters. They don't really have, from what I played and the little I played, they didn't really have like their own little character stories. They're just like they're kind of like the player character, but you can pretty much roll for them. They're not like, it's not like the actual Octopath Traveler game where you have all the characters having their story, you get to go witness what they go through and all that. But it's just a light version of it, but it's really fun. It's what got me into into playing Octopath Traveler 2, because it was because of that. It was just fun. After experiencing what the combat is, and I do have to say, I do wish that Octopath Traveler 2 did kind of implement how they kind of made the battle in the mobile game, the gacha game, of Octopath by having your full 8 party members in the fight to just having the other characters act like backup. That was like a really nice feature that the gacha game has. It was really good for that. I wish the actual game had that. Shiny, commotion, investigate. Efficiency requires improvement. The digging speed isn't enough. We bear the brushes of our master. They are destroying a peeping rat. Found out. A machine not connected to the session network? Good. We need more workers. I'll ask the master for permission to grant you Ascension Net access. Never. I have Sage Machina guidance. I don't know if it's actually Machina or Machina. It could probably be. Both could probably be right. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. You don't have a choice in the matter. Nope. This guy's doomed. Well, actually, not. He was still living.
Let's get this over with.
By the time I saw him. Oh, its journey. Oh. Oh wait, no, it's not O. On its journey, Ohashi ran into the source of the spark and noises, and got attacked by a rose blade. As expected, all the suddenly appeared constructs were related to Ascendants. They were also after Tenebrion. Time to fight this guy again. Commandant, I suggest we carefully study the combat data against Roseblade. It will benefit our subsequent operation. Alright.
You're lucky to be able to see correct.
I messed up.
You're lucky to be able to see. Time for you to go to bed.
Oh wow, I can't believe I still reached that.
I didn't plan to lie down first this time. Early to bed. Early to one shot, one kill. Close your eyes.
It's okay. Pain must be endured. Puppets, you cannot get past. Your existence is against the mistress's wishes.
Constantly character that I
Was
slept on?
Bambinata's performance?
Oh. She's really fun so far from what I've been playing with her. And she was easy to get her to like rank SS. I haven't got her to like the triple S rank yet for her, but she was easy to get her there. It also helped that the event is giving me like materials to get her there. Plus the 100% rating for to get her on rolling is also helping too. Hello there, Dark Knight. Pyro, how are you? Very strong, cannot win. Run inside, cannot be caught. But running. Alright. It's just running away. Slowly getting through this. Oh no! Am I playing as Warashi? No! I don't want to play as the NPCs. Why are you doing this to me, game? Good, what about you? I am doing it too. I'm just going to the hidden stories before I go and do any of the character stories or continue Wanshu's story, because I did start that one like a while back, but I haven't continued because I found out, oh god, I didn't realize it's gonna be very long. And I'm also planning to do more of the event story, so that's gonna be a fun time. Other similar ones nearby. You aren't me? Remember, we're looking for treasure? Ignore me? Go close and look? Oh, I guess Rashi's just talking to the other one? Rashi seemed to have met similar looking machines. It thought they were its own kind and went up to them, only to be met with sudden assault. Oh, this is a sad robot guy. This is a sad robot. At least he's really fast at least they're really fast at jumping away. But I still want to play as my characters. Please. Go, Rashi, go. Rashi's trying its best. This sad, lonely Roa is trying its best to survive. So, COVID level 99 real hit the world in this game, making machines want to kill humans. It also made them possess some robots too, apparently. Subsequent memory data has been deciphered, transforming to digital video now. But so far, the game has been very interesting and it's getting a lot more interesting now. I'm liking it a lot. Angry companions not friendly. So retaliate, shoot, head. Someone else, maybe I once more. That's a very short dialogue. Thank you, game. As the game progressed, they start using more words and make the chapters longer. Like, oh god. Like, oh god. Hopefully it won't destroy my voice for reading all this. Oh god, it's Nanami. Nanami's all spent. I'm done playing. You know fight. I know fight. I've been checking you out from the side. You seem different from the others, so I've been curious. What's your name? Name do not know. You don't know your name? Let me see. You have some numbers on your body. 968. Then Nanami will call you Rashi. It's just around Nanami. Nanami? It's Rashi. It means 6, 8, and Achi, friend. Wait. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I was thinking what, like, what does friend mean in Japanese? Then I realized, oh wait, that actually makes sense. Mail to me tomorrow. I'm gonna play the game. I still need to reach 13k black cards. Oh jeez, that is a lot. That's a long way to go. Good luck. Good luck getting there. I'm still like not even that far into the game. I think I'm still kind of like in the early parts of the game, which I just finished chapter 8 yesterday with the main story. Despite being rank level 72, it's mostly because I've been doing things off stream. I'm like, I'm just gonna keep all the story stuff for streaming because I'm enjoying the story and I want to see more, but I can't. I have to limit myself on continuing and just suffering it. Like, to see more, please. Oh, you just finished chapter 5 hidden? Nice. I'm just going through chapter 7 hidden right now. Friend? Arashi and Nami are best friends now, despite Nanami as being a war criminal to some other people. I honestly don't trust Nanami right now. There might be something else going on around her, but she acts a little bit like a war criminal. I don't know, that's how it feels like whenever I see her showing up on screen. I was like, why is she here? Like, Nanami's probably a really good character, but at the moment, right now, where I'm at, I'm like, I worry about this girl. I want the new alpha that's coming in February. Oh, isn't the new alpha the one with her hair is like tied up? I think I know which alpha you're talking about. And apparently she's like really good too. Honestly, there is a lot of characters I don't really know who's good or who's not, but they all seem really fun to play. Which I'm like, wow, I gotta work on everyone so I can play all of them because they're really fun to play as. Friend, companion I like. What are you doing here on yourself, Rashi? I find treasure mural stage Makana guidance. You're finding something? Then Nanami will help you find it. Bad guys up there Nanami might hurt. Bad guys? Then just yeet them all to space. I was not expecting to see that in this dialogue. Like, okay. I feel like I should expect that from Nanami after reading everything that you say out of her mouth. Okay, game. Yeet. That means to send them all to infinity and beyond. Infinity? Nice. Let's go, let's go. Nanami can't wait to see the treasure. I guess Nanami's just being really nice. Here, Warashi met Nanami. And suddenly attacked? Perhaps you could find more information about Nanami from this memory. Oh wait, what? Why is Nanami attacking? I feel like this is unfair. I'm going against a character who has a better moveset than a regular NPC. This was a little unfair. And of course it's against Nanami, of all people. Okay, there we go. The battle didn't last long, and the Nami seemed to have moved together with Warashi for some time. I'm just like thinking, God, I gotta go work on Lucia Plume since I just got her recently, and I haven't really done much with her, and I haven't really got her to be fully equipped and everything. She's still very, she's still very fresh and new. Oh, did I get anything? Did I get a message? No. Okay. Looks like Warahashi's awakening has something to do with that mysterious mural. They mentioned that term stage machina several times. If only we could find and research that actual mural. I feel like the stage machina thing is probably going to be really important sometime in the future plotline of this game. Because they keep mentioning it, and now Nanami's involved, which Nanami seems like a type of character that's probably really important in the long run. I'll continue at the analyst. Maybe we can find some important information. Kamana, I'll count on you to keep an eye out.
Let's get this over with.
Alright, I'm back to using my character. But looks like Nami was just cheering on Arashi to fight. According to the memory, Arashi and Nanami defeated many corrupted and returned to the upper level of the ruins. Looks like the mural they were talking about was be nearby. I'll continue with my analyst. Kamada, please look out for any info related to the mural that caused them to awaken.
Right. Plan to lie down first this time. Time for you to go to bed.
There we go. Nice.
That felt so exhausting.
Every time I just stream Punishing Grey Raven, I'm just going through the story most of the time, which honestly I think that's fine to do with this game and how I'm streaming things. Because I'm not always like focusing on like the challenges stuff in Punishing Grey Raven. I kind of like the story aspects, so I'm enjoying this a lot. And just streaming, just going through the story and experiencing it on stream. It's pretty fun for me. I like it a lot. I know I was like recommended to go skip chapter 1 to skip chapter 1 up to 8, but honestly I'm kind of glad I kept at it and kept continuing. I kept like pressing on from chapter 1 to 8 because I get to like see all these little bits from characters and funny little things, how they interact with each other. It adds on to the story. Like, even though it comes out as like a slow start, I did notice it was like starting to pick up. And I guess for me, where I just started to get much more invested in stories when I just, you know, found out that the constructs were originally humans. Like, what? I should read more into this and find out how this happens, and here we are. It is something I'm gonna be doing a lot more with this game. It's just experiencing the story with people and just reading through it. So that is fun for me. I'm like not that focused on challenges in this game at the moment. I'm just more focused on story. In the end, we couldn't find any relevant information about the murals, which I'm like thinking, wow, I probably should have done like the story parts for those memories, because from what I read so far, like off stream, they're all very interesting with how they characterize and all that. They're very interesting characters. It's just a shame, like, wow, I probably should have just streamed this instead of like going to this off stream just to do the challenges for these. But it's fine. I can probably do the other memory stories like on stream this time, well, whenever I get there again. Now it gets very much more challenging as you complete one by one. In the end, we couldn't find any relevant information about the murals. It's a bit of a let off, but at least we found a sizable amount of useful information. I'm sure it will. This cipher data will be uploaded and shared. Other squads might find the battle data inside useful. I hope this helps. Will do.
Let's get this over with.
According to Rahashi's memory, this should be where they first saw the mural. But when it took Nanami there, they found nothing. Apart from those machines wandering nearby. Maybe the ruins collapsed because of us, though the murals also fell to another location. No matter what, this piece of memory is worth studying again. Alright, I'm due!
We're lucky to be able to see forever.
You messed me up.
Time for you to go to bed.
There we go.
That felt so exhausting.
I guess that being said, I probably should use this like as a way to try to do different types of voice for these characters again, like what I did in the earlier parts of this when I was going through this. But it's hard considering that there's so many things to read and there's like so many dialogue happen too. Which I definitely could try. And it probably would be like an exercise for my vocal cords, since I still think that my vocal cords are still pretty weak in a way, because I don't always talk a lot most of the time, but it wouldn't be too bad to try to do, and plus trying to do different voices can be fun from voice things, and like when I was playing Valkyrie Profile Friends, and also Mori and Your Turn to Die on Rookie stream, so I could try to do that, but I get a little embarrassed, and it's gonna be very difficult for me since I can only do one type of voice, and it's hard. Oh, I did it! I completed it. I cleared it. Cool. All right. I just need to get this. Alright. Oh, okay, so I will need to get real equipment to be higher. Alright. Oh no! What? That is so funny. I just saw just the icon itself. That is very funny. I'm just gonna decline that because I'm too shy to join things like that. I definitely need to like work on getting more equipment up there if I want to continue. But that's gonna be all upstream. Alright, I just claim all this. Cool. I got this thing. Alright, I'm gonna be right back and then I'll go do character story. Let me just... I'm gonna continue Wanshi's story. But I'm gonna be right back first before I continue. So, be right back. I need to go get some stuff made. Okay, I am back and I also got water since my cup didn't have enough water. And now there is. Alright. Time to continue on with Ranchu's story. And I was also thinking that whenever I go back to stream Punishing Graven, which is gonna be... I'm planning to do it just on the weekend because I want to go do other things during the weekdays. Because there's like so many things I want to go back and do, like hopefully I can go back to playing Dishonored 2. I did start it, but I never really continued it. So probably, yeah, I might be doing that again. And so for Punishing Grey Raven, I am thinking that I could do Saturdays is where I do the main story, and Friday is when I get to do like the character stories and also the events, and that's gonna take a bit too. But I guess it really depends. Like I can also switch the days too if I want to do the characters on Saturday, or Sunday could be the main story. So that's gonna happen for whenever I stream Punishing Grey Raven now. Because I don't really want to keep streaming like every day because I want to go do other things despite how much fun I've been having with this game. I gotta do some... I want to do other things too. Alright, I guess I can also try doing different voices. Oh boy, I'm not gonna be that great. Indifference. All of these are familiar. I could see repeated from the past. Alright, what's gonna happen? I'm probably not gonna be able to do any voices. After leaving the office, Wanshi walks through the corridors of the Star of Life. Through the porthole, he can clearly see the planet where humans originate, Earth. Constructs will be humans' hope to return to the Earth, the spark to ignite the flame of victory. May peace be with every child of Earth. The classic speech of the president broadcast all over Babylonia repeatedly. Constructs keep heading for Earth under such impassioned advocacy. Can't read words. What exactly does it mean to return to Earth? An honor? A responsibility? Or a heavy burden of a long-cherished dream of the previous generation could not fulfill, imposed onto the next generation? It's really something I cannot understand. Is it necessary to trick the constructs into the battlefield just to get us back to the place sooner? Being the supreme medical institution of the world government, the Star of Light is operating tirelessly, providing the best and most effective medical care for all members of the world government. Wanshi from the Construct Maintenance Department Wanshi from the Construct Maintenance Department safe travels. Wanshi hears a familiar greeting from the system as he steps out of the Star of Life. Wanshi cannot remember how many times he has heard the words Construct Maintenance Department, but when it comes to his ears this time, the stinging pain hits him like a hammer, agitating his nerves. It's detected that your anxiety level is rising. You want to book a session to relieve your pressure. Wanshi taps no on the digital screen of the system in silence. The two security guards at the entrance notice him approaching, instead of stand aside at the same time, keeping a certain distance. Boss, I heard it's cozy to work in the Construct Maintenance Department. Why does he look so bitter and miserable? Probably just another guy that was fooled by the military policy and found the salary unsatisfactory and the construct troubling. Is that so? Yeah. Did you think all the doctors are the same in the Star of Life? Though the ones in the construct maintenance department are also called doctors. Their work is more like a maintenance worker than a surgeon. I heard that even a minor assembly error on a construct will have serious consequences. It must take way more effort to maintain the construct than to operate on humans. They are all staff in the Star of Life. Why don't they consider a change of position? It's not as easy as you think. Medical research involving human subjects is very different from construct maintenance. It's highly unlikely that a change of position will be allowed. I guess that guy would end up muddling through the same salary or find a job at the Cosmos Industries. But it's perfectly normal. After all, they're just taking over the repetitive work that the Science Council find tedious. If that's the case, why would the Star of Light keep maintaining those constructs? Wouldn't it be better to replace the broken frame with a new one? Are you nuts? The broken frames will be able to fight again after being repaired and adjusted. It takes resources and time to build a new frame. How would you make up for the troops' shortage while waiting for the new frame? Don't tell me you wanna go fight the corrupted with your flesh and bone. The current population of Babylonia is far from enough for the war. So it's better to be a contract as they will never be dead? In the worst case, they can still activate a recall. Then why don't you choose to be a construct? Me? Forget it. I still want to be a human. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yeah, how ridiculous. To both constructs and humans, the constructs seem to be immortal beings. They are human-shaped tools, weapons, or even monsters. The lie set up to encourage the construct to war has gradually created a ridiculous perception of them for most who live on Babylonia today. Ridiculous? Then why am I? Even I am one of the persons that helped spread this ridiculous lie. Oh, so it was he who also helped that. Wow. It is naturally easy to stand on the moral high ground to offer criticism, but in retrospect, who am I to criticize others? The two of them had moved on to the next topic and burst into laughter from time to time while I'm still concerned about this. Happiness. It is happiness wrapped in lies. I have heard such happy laughter in the past. It was when chatting with the contract after maintenance, who was hoping to return to the battlefield soon. However, the memory was soon buried behind busy work. I haven't seen that construct ever since. What is beneath the happy memories of the past turns out to be an insurmountable gap between life and death. Imagining the tragic death of that construct after using recalling, the stinging pain hits his stomach, and the urge to vomit suddenly overcomes his body. Out of the way! The dire shouts interrupt the conversation between the security guards as well as Wanshi's trip down memory lane. Several nurses pushing two nursing beds stop at the entrance of the Star of Life. And the nursing beds are a human and a construct. Blood keeps oozing out from the bandage of the human's chest. This construct is more severely injured. His arms bend at a strange angle, and the part below his waist appears to have been crushed by a heavy object. Flattened and incomplete, while scarlet drops of vital fluid drips to the ground along the grooves at the edge of the nursing bed. After seeing this, the security guards immediately turn on the portable terminal and call the emergency department. Emergency! We got an injured human. After the communication ends, the deserted entrance of the Star of Life becomes busy instantly. Several drones fly out of the Star of Life and administrate various injections on a human. A doctor takes over the nursing bed from the nurse and walks towards the emergency operating room with several assistants following. Hey, don't forget the construct over here. It's just a broken frame. Nothing serious. Just process the guy. After that, the doctor continues to discuss the details of the human injuries and surgery with his assistants. The nurses get on the transporter and leave after handing over the nursing bed. The two security guards glance at each other and push the nursing bed with the construct towards the wounded receiving terminal of the Star of Life. All of these are familiar, like a scene repeated from the past. The security guards go past Wanshi. As they approach, you can see the construct's injuries more clearly. The artificial skin of the construct is gone, and the mechanical body that should have glowed with metallic luster is covered in scorching black from an intense burn. In its broken left leg, Wanshi can even see the traces of the metals solidifying something again after liquefying from the heat. Groans of pain keeps coming from the construct. Wanshi turns his head aside, trying not to look at him again. It hurts. Oh, well, it's gone. The construct's pain module has been shut down to avoid mind deviation, which causes the pain to keep torturing his broken body. It hurts so much. The nursing bed goes past Wanshi, and the heads of the severely injured construct dangles weakly and hangs over the edge of the nursing bed. Dang it. Wanshi clenches his fist, turns around, and walks to the nursing bed. He quickly takes out a regent with one hand and skillfully holds down the left leg of the severely injured construct with the other. What are you doing? The maintenance comes first. I'll go through the formalities later. While the security guards are still dumbfounded, Wanshi has taken over the nursing bed and pushed it towards the Star of Life. It's just a frame. Why does he look so nervous? I don't get it. What a weird guy. After the emergency maintenance, the construct is finally out of danger. Wanshi walks toward the lounge, looking depressed. The maintenance room. Oh, doctor, please help me turn off the pain module. I can't. It would create a mind deviation. Oh, that's a new portrait. Just hold on for a while. It'll be over soon. I see. After finishing the maintenance of the last contract, the professor slowly walks over to Wanshi. Wanshi, why did you leave the pediatrics for the construct maintenance department in the first place? Things are obviously more difficult here, and the salary is not satisfactory. The head of the pediatrics has told me more than once that you'd have a better future there. Well, because it was short-staffed here. Seeing what unfolded here made me feel like I've got to do something. That's why I started to learn about construct maintenance. Humans and constructs all suffer from injuries, so isn't it the duty of the Star of Light to ease their pain? The duty of the Star of Life? Indeed, it's our duty to help free the constructs from their pains and return them to the battlefield. Keep up the good work. I've got high hopes for you. Sure. The more he wants to forget, the more memories flood in. It can be found in every corner, an item in the Star of Life. It is his youth he left behind, The years when he ran back and forth with the constructs. Could my work in the past be counted as saving lives? At this age, perhaps it is a kind of happiness to die without pain. But, just as the professor said, Wanshi is not cruel enough to leave the constructs and pain behind. Memories and reality keep torturing Wanshi. He moves forward slowly by leaning on the wall of the Star of Light, having no idea where he is. Your frame adjustment rebel. The familiar voice of the professor captures Wanshu's attention. He comes to a recovery room following the voice. Don't be afraid to go back to the battlefield. After all, contracts like you can use recalling as a last resort. This is the professor's reply to the contract in the recovery room. If recalling does exist, why don't you unplug these annoying wires for me? This slow adjustment wouldn't be necessary at all. I don't think so. It causes mind deviation and costs massive resources. The heck with mind deviation. Such personal cost is nothing. You don't need to hesitate, Professor. No, the side effects of recalling are much greater than you expect. But, if you insist, I can help you apply for an early return to the team. Enough! After hearing the agitated voice of the contract in the recovery room, Wanshi pushed the door open, leaving the professor and the contract stunned. Professor, why don't you tell him the truth? The truth? Going back in such a state is no different from committing suicide. Wanshi, don't do anything stupid. But we're not helping the contract go back to the battlefield so that they can sacrifice their lives in vain. Wanshi, as I said, it's hopeless. It's pointless. You had your doubts, right? The so-called contracts are just like humans. There are no eternal beings in the world. Professor? Even if what he said was true, what else can we do? I see. Yeah, why would those power care about the lives of tools for war? So, what if the recall is a scam? Lies and truths makes no difference to constructs like us. Yes. Professor, Doctor, I just want to be alone for a while. But, Wanshi, you've got the courage to expose the lies, but I'm afraid it's not the right answer. The professor slowly walks out of the room with Wanshi, while the construct sits quietly inside, lifeless, as if completely integrated with the surrounding machinery. It has been a few days since Wanshi exposed the truth to the construct. Those words keep echoing in Wanshi's ear, lingering for a long time. Why would those power care about the lives of the tools of war like us? Lies and truth make no difference to constructs like us. Is what I've done pointless? Sitting alone in the apartment office, the quiet atmosphere around me only makes Wanshi more depressed. Wanshi slapped his hands hard on the desk to ease his agitation. The strength of the slap making his hands go numb. But such physical pain is nothing compared to his mental torture. Wanshi sinks to the seat and looks overheard. The soft light on the ceiling melts into his pupils.
Womp womp. Coffee. A-okay.
Hi. Hello. And yes, Mochiko, you did Womp Womp. How are you? The soft light on the ceiling melts into his pupils and sleepiness begins to sweep through the first time in a long time. Seems like I haven't slept for a while. Knock knock. The sudden knock on the door interrupts Wanshi's sleep. He rubs his cheek with his hands, shoving the messy documents and sundries on the desk into the drawer underneath it. Salutation, my friend. Yeah, salutation to you too. How are you? Well, come on in. Wanshi gets up from his seat and walks slowly towards the door to open it. It is the contract he met earlier. I'm quite fine myself, Ian. I'm also fine. I am going to character stories today because what I'm planning is to do the main story stuff on Saturdays this time because I want to do more of both with the character story and event, but it's hard, man. There's so many dialogues to go through and so many reading, and the character story, from what I know, is just getting longer. Same thing with the main story. Especially with the event, so I'm like, I gotta separate these two for one day for main story, the next day for character stories, and the event. So that's the plan for me with Punishing Grey Raven. The construct quickly approaches Ronshu and knocks him to the ground with his elbow. What? What is happening? Ronshu feels a cold, mechanical touch on his cheek. He tries to keep himself conscious to figure out the construct's intention. What is going on? What do you want from me? The construct takes a pair of electronic handcuffs from its arms and cuffs Wanshu firmly from behind? Sorry, but we need your help. What? What's going on? Is Wanshu getting taken by hostage? Huh? After the contract finishes speaking, he grabs Wanshu and pushes him outside up the Star of Life after making sure that no one is passing by the office. Wanshu noticed that the pale blue electric light is glowing from on the surveillance equipment outside the office. The contract pushes Wanshu through the corridor of the Star of Life. The route is obviously precisely planned by the construct. The timing of passing each corner and the time needed to traverse each corridor are all accurately calculated so they will not attract any attention. Even if a doctor of the Star of Life is being held hostage, what is going on? Retinal scan in progress. Identity confirmed. Wanshu, safe travels. What exactly do you want? A little rebellion is all. To rebel against being deceived. Oh boy. So that's going on. Didn't you also rebel in your way after knowing the truth behind the lie? Two of them traverse layers of protection in the Star of Light before finally going outside as the last system voice ends. Phew. The construct takes a deep breath after stepping out of the Star of Life. It's been a long time since I've been to a place other than the Earth and the Star of Life. The construct looks around, and two constructs emerge from the shadows of the building, nodding at the construct holding Wanshu. Let's head for the airdrop platform. I finished hacking there. Now we can escape from Babylonia in secret. Without a break, the three constructs push Wanshu slowly and covertly toward the target location, bypassing the scanning and patrolling construct squad. Can't believe Wanshu was taken hostage in this. Wow. Poor guy doesn't get sleep, and now he was taken hostage in the past. Wow. Next, nailed it. A robotic voice comes out and the dark hatch of the airdrop platform opens. Rows of airdrop's cabin are at both sides of the room. The construct that hacks into the hatch walks to the airdrop cabin and pulls the wire from his arm to connect to the terminal next to it. Okay, I got it here. Ready to go. And what about the doctor? leave him to us. Who's there? Oh! Uh-oh. As soon as the construct asks, an explosive shell pierces through his chest, his vital fluids spilling all over Wanshi. The purifying force, but how? The connecting bolts around the airdrop cabins open one after another. All wires connecting the construct to the airdrop cabin are suddenly snapped, bursting out violent sparks. Due to such an emergency, the construct falls to the ground in pain. A dark dagger pierces its throat in an instant, rotates, and slashes to the other side, cutting up the construct's neck. Target down. Oh! Chico! Oh, wait! That's from Bianca's event! I only saw a glimpse of the vivid stigmata Bianca. I know who Chico is, but I didn't read everything, but I saw glimpses of him. I'm like, oh! I didn't know she was gonna appear here. Oh no, Soren! Soren's a construct in this game. Can't believe Soren Caster, the bouncer VTuber, was killed in this game. I'm just gonna take a screenshot of this and just send it to Soren. So for anyone who doesn't know, Storycaster is a friend of mine. He's a purple-haired bouncer VTuber. He's a great friend of mine. Let me do this. There we go. That's his Twitch, so if you wanna follow him, go ahead. I was not expecting that name to pop out. It's so funny. Alright, and to continue on. The contract that seizes Wanshi out of the Star of Life shouts at the other two constructs. He takes out the weapon from behind and points it around, only to find that there is no trace of any member of the Purifying Force except for Wanshi, who has fallen to the ground, and the corpses of his partners. Later, a searing pain tears through his body, and the construct falls to his knees. The moment he falls to his knees, he reaches out and throws several black cubes around. The cubes fall to the ground and connect each other, forming a pale blue power grid around to keep the purifying force. To keep out the purifying force. Wow. The purifying force came faster than I expected. You knew this would happen? Yeah, we knew what the ending would be after seeing the truth beneath lies. To die for humans is the inevitable end for constructs. The only difference is when and where you die. This is the reality. Then why did you... I'm not you. I have a name. Jet. The white-haired guy is Soren. And the one who's good at hacking is Howard. We all have names. The construct called Jet reaches out to his partners who has fallen to the ground. He fought hard from one battlefield to another. Perhaps I want to escape as I was tired of such a cycle. And we did it. Make our own decisions after a long time. And we decided to escape, even though there was nowhere to hide in the first place. The glow of the power grid around Jet gradually fades. He holds himself up with his weapon, barely managing to stand instead of kneeling. The light of the grid completely disappears, and another explosive shell blasts half of Jet's face. This is the reality. Defecting contract terminated. Get the transporter over here and check if the human is injured. Wanshi sees Jet stop moving and stand still. Several fully armored members of the Purifying Force flock toward Wanshi through the weakened power grid, uncop him, and help him out of the airdrop platform. Whistleblower arrested. Checking the wounds of the captured human. Can't believe a professor would have done this. Oh, it's the professor who did that. I see. Huh? Professor? No, it's... The first thing that Wanshi sees after walking out of their airdrop platform is the professor being held in the escort car, and several members of the Purifying Force are guarding around. The professor sits by the window of the escort car, looking depressed. He puts a hand in front of his mouth in a gesture of silence after seeing Wanshi. Wanshi wants to say something, but the members of the Purifying Force around immediately puts him aside to check his wounds. Wanshi sees the professor slowly lowering his hand and forces a smile at him through the crowd. Is this? During this time, members of the Purifying Force keep checking on Wanshi, but he cannot answer anything. He stares blankly at everything around. Members of the Purifying Force are getting closer, yet he finds it hard to hear their words. The scene around Wanshi is covered in darkness, and he stands alone in the shadows, murmuring to himself. I won't be changed by rage or struggle. Is this the reality beneath the lies? Ah, that was pretty good though. He's going through it. Yeah, he really is. Hi Zal, how are you? Growing fear. Monsieur tries to find some words to comfort the contract, but everything he can think of points to an answer that he has known long ago. I'm good, you? I'm also good. Nice to know that you're doing good. I also have this little guy that can talk, and people can use the reward to make it talk too. Well, it's gonna be you guys talking too.
Hi, so.
There. It's a hi, Zal. I'm just doing a bunch of reading for... It's the time. What? Yeah, it talks. Oh god. Hi, Nashu. Hi, everyone. Oh my god. Are you done, Mochikoi? Oh my god. Look what you did. You influenced everyone else to say womp. Anyway, hi, Nashu, and thank you for the raid. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Koi Pond, and welcome to the Abyss. I'm Box Koi, Abyss Koi Assassin. I play a bunch of variety of things. I am currently going through Punishing Grey Raven with the character stories, and possibly the new event that's happening right now. But that's gonna be later because I want to go through some of the character story, and it's pretty long. I also do a thing called Cozy Fridays, which is things I play games that make it cozy on Fridays. Which one of them I'm currently going to the Octopath Traveler 2 game, and I also do drawings, which I usually announce it when I do them, but I'm trying to think of a new day when I do drawing streams. And I also play Akage Shadow King with friends who have no experience with the game, but I do, so it's a fun time because they get to experience things that they haven't seen before, but they also do a bunch of voicing for characters that I need help to be voiced because there is no voice acting in that game. Only the narrator has a voice. So they do all the voices for me. Well, I do some few voices. But anyway, thank you for the raid, Nashu, and for anyone in Nashu themselves. If you guys need to rest, please do so. You're not obligated to stay. So please rest, eat, do whatever you want. But if you want to also join me for reading this, basically a visual novel but for a gacha game, you're welcome to stay. Very amazing drawings. Thank you. What were you doing, Nashu? What were you streaming? So let me give you a shout out. Hopefully I can do that. There you go. I also have a bunch of fun channel points reward if people want to mess with it. You can have the Mojikoi to talk, which is basically you guys. Anyway, let me go ahead and continue. Alright, let me just drink some water because it's gonna be a long reading.
Feed me.
And no, I'm not gonna be feeding you. You eat a lot. Wanshi stood frozen in the middle of the outer corridor in the Star of Life, staring around blankly. Also, for people who don't know, I do struggle a lot with reading and including pronouncing things, so yeah, sorry about that. I'm not the best at pronouncing or reading things correctly. It's a struggle for me. Both sides of the corridor are stacked with various medical equipment for surgeries on constructs. They do not require aseptic processing the whole time like equipment for human surgeries, and are casually folded over each other in the corridor. Several special connecting wires stabilizes the inverse device hang down from the edge of the folding equipment. They are sorted as attacker, support, and tank. After selecting the equipment they need, several assistants open the safety lock on the folding equipment with the terminal and head to the separate maintenance rooms with them. After the equipment is taken away, the right pattern engraved on the walls of the corridor that were blocked by the equipment came into Wanshi's eyes. He looks up along the pattern. The huge icon of the Star of Life is carved above his head. Wanshi looks at the icon above in silence. As time passes by, he stands still. The silence is finally interrupted by a rapid beep from the terminal of Wanshu. He takes up the terminal, stares at it for a while, then turns and leaves the corridor. How's the frame? Wanshu sits by the lounge, asking the construct while recording data on his portable terminal. I can already move as normal. It won't take long before I return to the team. But the battlefield. Aw, look at this art. This is really nice, but sad too. With Wanshi having to deal with this and just torturing himself with everything. And then the contract to having to suffer the consequences of everything too. The construct's voice gradually sinks to a whisper, and his body begins to tremble. Seeing this, Wanshi puts the terminal aside and reaches out to comfort him. Holding Wanshi's hand, the construct stops trembling and continues. Dr. Boy, being overcome with emotions, saying, "Yeah, he doesn't like this at all. He's very sleep deprived too." The collapsed building pierced our captain's bodies. Not bodies. Our captain's body, and countless corrupted flooded in and ripped him into pieces. Ritman and I kept shivering upon the screech of our captain. He screamed and threw himself at the corrupted, trying to pull our leader out. However, I ran away after hearing the screech. After turning around, an explosion came behind. The debris and the remains of the corrupted cut through my body, and the impact of the blast knocked me down. Then I saw Rutland's head with electric sparks rolling down to my feet from behind. Vital fluid that spilled out of his features soaked my boots. Listening to the confessions of the construct in front of him, Wanshi clenches his hands even harder. I never found scraping to be that scary. After all, there's no death for constructs. But I still felt the worst fear when I looked at the grim faces of my partners as they were scraped. My partners who were talking to each other for a few seconds ago turned to scrap metal in the blink of an eye. The searing pain spread from my torso all over my body, and only pain and fear were left in the mind. If the other squads hadn't arrived, I'm afraid that's all in the past. Sure, it's all over. But soon I'll be assigned to a new team. It's only a matter of time before I return to the battlefield, to that nightmare again. Wanshi, you've got the courage to expose the lies, but I'm afraid it's not the right answer. Lies and truths make no difference to constructs like us. Yeah, we knew what the ending would be after seeing the truth beneath the lies. Die for human is the inevitable end for constructs. The only difference is when and where you die. This is the reality. This is the reality. Listening to the confessions of the construct, Wanshi recalls those words he has heard in the past. Closing his eyes, he sees the desperate look on the construct's face after knowing the lies, the inevitable ending, and the professor's final gesture of silence. Wanshi tries to find some words to comfort the construct, but everything he can think of points to an answer that he has known long ago. The next time you can't hold on, just activate the recall, alright? Get rid of the wounded frame and let your mind return to Babylonia. Like returning to the state before your birth, protected and warm. But this is just denial. Though it's an escape from reality that would lead to the deviation of mind. There's no shame in following your instincts. Is that so? Yeah. Humans have set up such means of insurance for the constructs so that you can step into the battlefield with calm. You're right. Sorry for wasting your time, and thanks for your comfort. It's the least I can do. Not every doctor is as patient with constructs as you are, and takes the time to listen to my complaints. I feel much better. Thank you, Doctor. Hope that we could meet somewhere other than the Star of Life next time. I wish they would come. Huh? Wanshi quickly turns around and walks out of the recovery room without letting the contract see his expression. Oh wow, that's actually a lot shorter than the other one. Alright, what's the next one? Long night. Wanshi cupped his hands to catch some water, only to let it slip through his finger. He shook his head and walked out of the bathroom. Oh, so he was just in the bathroom this whole time. Riveting. Yep. The next time you can't hold on, just activate the recall, alright? Get rid of the wooden frame and let your mind return to Babylonia. Like returning to the state before your birth, protected and warm. What is the gameplay like though? Because they may have caught me. I can show you what the gameplay is. I could actually reread this. Just let me just go back. It's gonna go back to that. Okay, yeah. Yeah, let me do a little bit. Oh, I've been wait, what? Okay, so let me go do the thing so I can show what the gameplay is. It's really fun. So the best I can describe it, it's kind of like Nier Automata anime. Let's see. Maybe Trial Zone, Training Stage. Let me use this guy as the thing. So it's gonna be pretty much solo. I'm gonna be using Wanshi, the guy that was going through his story and earlier. Oh, right. Let me just switch him. Yeah, so every character in this game has their own unique way of fighting. So let me just do that. I can also show like the other characters too. So this is Wanshi.
We're lucky to be able to see forever.
I didn't plan to lie down first this time.
So for its gameplay, it's all about perfect dodges.
We're lucky to be able to see forever.
From what I noticed from playing with him. Because you get this, it's a bonus for him. And every character has their own little thing like this. And when you do your perfect dodges, you get something called a matrix, which you can do more damage and extra stuff like this.
Time for you to go to bed. One shot, one kill.
This remote your phone, but I'm fed. You can actually play this on PC if you want to play it.
Plan to lie down first this time.
Oh yeah. That's one of the characters, and that's just his gameplay. And I can also show like other characters that I don't have, which you can actually play them, like use them as a trial. Let me just go to that. Let me find it. I think it's Silica's class that, yeah, right here. Like, this is one of the newer characters, and their gameplay is very fun. Yeah, so on this, like, it's this little option mode thing. You can try all the characters. Like, and there are other battle modes that you can also use those characters too as a trial run. But you just don't have them in your own roster. But here's like one of the characters' gameplay. So yeah, all of them are really unique. Give me a second. I'm gonna turn on the fan. Be right back. Yeah, like the main story and everything, it's it's pretty much a visual novel, but I know that later on, they do end up like having cutscenes from what I know. So this is new character, but I think you can only get her through an event, but it's fine. There is another character too, and she's a puppet, but this is not the puppet. But this is the gameplay for her.
Tracking, analyzing, returning. Beginning
She's like, her gameplays were really fun when I was trying her out.
Time is running out.
Let's see. Yeah, her thing, she can stop time.
Too late. Time is running out.
I can't really tell where this thing just keeps disappearing to.
Too late to confess. Evil will not be tolerated. Behold, the final light. Extermination. Judgment. The end of this nightmare.
Yeah, that's like one of them. See, where's another character that I can try out? Oh yeah, here's this one. She also has a very interesting combat too. Yeah, it's really fun. Although I think
Everything's ready. The overture
it's a little bit
begins.
more like you need to be kind of skillful in a way to play this, but anyone can definitely play the game. Like, it can be difficult if you're not used to this sort of game.
The fantasia begins. It's time for a minuet. It's time for a minuet. Thank you for appreciating the cadenza. It's time for a minuet. Next is development. It's time for a minuet.
Oh, hi Orpheus. How are you? Thank you for the raid. Welcome everyone. I'm Boxway, a physical assassin.
Thank you for
I
appreciating
do a
the
bunch of
cadenza.
variety of things. Oh,
May this song
I did the trial.
echo for the future we wish for.
But yeah, I do a bunch of variety things. I do stuff for Fridays, which I call Cozy Friday. I'm currently playing Punching Grey Raven, mostly for the story. I'm currently doing character story. I'm just showing up some of the characters that you can potentially get in this game. And I also do a playthrough of Okage Shadow King on Wednesday with friends, where they do the voicing and also experience the game because they never experienced the game. I go by they them, and I also do a bunch of drawings. Anyway, anyone from Orphea's stream feels tired, please rest. You're not obligated to stay, but if you want to just go on this reading journey with me, you can. Anyway, thank you for the raid, Orpheus. How are you? How's everyone? Channel? People should specifically avoid my stream to watch Okage on Wednesday. Thank you, but you don't have to do that. What am I drawing? I'm not currently drawing. I'm just playing Punisher game. But if you mean like drawing things, drawing wise, like any progress, like project, I just currently have a model to work on for my friend Ruki. Like, her model is still being worked on. Which... Am I able to shout out another person? Okay, I have to wait. Just... There, I can still shout out. But yeah. But yeah, that's the thing I'm currently working on for art. Is working on my friend's V2 model. Like the VTuber model, yeah, you see right now that I'm using. I made that. And I also rigged it. It was the time. Alright, time to go back in. Sorry. Ah, I see you fed the koi fish. Thank you for feeding the mochi koi, although I feel like the mochi koi has enough food already. It's been fed way too much. Alright, back to this. Thank you for the follow! And welcome to the Koi Fun, or I guess welcome to the abyss. I want to see if it will pop up. It did. It did pop up. Wait. Wait, never mind. I don't think it popped up, never mind. I did hear it, but... Did it pop up or not? Because I just noticed I don't have the thing to let the channel points work. So let me go fix that. No, the koi I want to see. You want to see it pop like a balloon. Oh, okay. I mean... That could be a future thing. I can probably do it in the future and just have the mochi koi blow up like a balloon. Or just make it pop like a balloon. Alright, give me a second to... like, things. Alright. There we go. It should work now. Let's see. Why is it not showing? Okay. Let me just refresh this. Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure it works. There we go. It's working now. OBS learning maybe? No. I just had to refresh it. That's all I had to do. Oh yeah, it's working now. The only thing that was working was the mochi koi to talk. It is square? Yep. The mochi koi is very square.
Let me speak.
You're always speaking. And you're always getting fed, which I think you should stop getting fed. The next time you can't hold on, just activate the recall, alright? Get rid of the wounded frame, and let your mind return to Babylonia. Like returning to the state before your birth, protected and warm. The words he said to the contract lingers around for long. After leaving the recovery room, Wanshi rushes into the bathroom. He no longer has to endure the spasms in his stomach with no one else around. He leans all his weight against the sink to keep himself from falling. Wanshi tries to calm his breathing. He slowly looks up and stares at his reflection in the mirror. What platform is this on? So Punching Grey Raven is both on the mobile and on PC, and I'm currently playing this on the PC. My phone would die if I played this on the PC. I can probably get the link to the download if people want to try it out for themselves. Because yeah, Punishing Gray Raven is pretty friendly to its player base from what I notice. It's really fun too. It's just the beginning parts, the beginning story of the game. It is pretty slow, I won't lie. Yep. Okay, here's the official website. You can just download it. Yeah, you can also download to BlueStacks too. Here's the official one if you want to download the game. Because you don't have to emulate it. Because I'm not emulating the game at all. Its senses are trembling due to the side effects of anesthesia. Its sunken eye sockets from lack of sleep. And his sick body is reflected in his empty eyes. These are just pointless resistance that he has brought upon himself. To let them step into the battlefield with false hope, or to let them know the truth, to face their harsh reality and confront their end in pain. It is the same choice as the one I made before. Turned out that I ended up like this before I knew it. Since when I couldn't sleep without drugs, I'm starting to be afraid of sleeping. Oh, this poor man. Back to work, see ya. Alright, good luck with work, Zal, and thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a nice day. Once I close my eyes, scenes of the past come back to me. Their pain and anger return into nightmares that haunted me one night after another. Sleepiness begins to sweep all over him with the effect of the drugs. As he is about to fall asleep, cold water flows through his fingers and makes him sober again. This is why his contract version just like sleep a lot. This is kind of sad. Wanshi claps his hands to catch some water, only to let it slip through his fingers. He shakes his head and walks out of the bathroom. When Wanshi walks out of the bathroom, the crowded halls of the Starflight comes into his eyes. A large number of severely injured constructs are placed on the nursing beds, and doctors push them to different rooms. What is it? How come there are so many injured constructs at a time? I guess there was an extensive fight on the ground. There's never been enough leisure time. A rapid beeping comes from the portable terminal of the doctor stopped by Wanshi. He takes a glimpse at the data in the terminal, pats Wanshi on the shoulder, and runs away. After the doctor is gone, the portable terminal of Wanshi also starts to beep. Intensive Maintenance Room 1. So, this is where I'm assigned to. After entering the Maintenance Room 1, Wanshi sees a blonde construct with broken equipment. Yet his greatsword is still intact, and an assistant is struggling to drag it to the corner of the room to prevent others from being blocked. Wait. Is this Kamui? It is! It is Kamui. The profile says his name is Kamui. What has he done on the ground to be so badly injured? His damage is beyond repair. He might as well build a new frame. Fix him. The icy voice of Nicola comes from above. Once you notice that the camera on top of the maintenance room is constantly scanning the room, and it is the authority of Bambinata behind the camera that he has never gotten touched before. Action module damage. Patient in coma. An abnormalities detected in circulation module. Got it. Maintenance begins. Copy. What's that doctor's name? Wanshi. Wanshi? What a unique name. It's a pity for him to be a doctor in Bambinata with such dexterity and judgment. Hand me his profile. Alright. I didn't expect him to have such an experience. Sir, what do you mean? He's a big fish in a small pond here. Send him down. It would be best if he can survive. If not, he'll also be eliminating a hidden and unstable danger. Wait, what? What? Roger. What does this man mean? Maintenance completed. Wanshi wipes away the sweat on his cheek and puts the maintenance tools aside. The assistants walk out of the maintenance room one after another. Wanshi moves his body, which is slightly stiffened after a long time of maintenance, and decides to leave. But just when Wanshi is about to leave, he feels that his coat is grabbed by someone. He turns around and finds a contract called Kamari, who has woken up at some point. Huh? You're supposed to wake up in half an hour. And what about him? Who? Where am I? Star of Life in Babylonia. You're lucky. Someone brought you back from the battlefield. I see. Kami slowly raises his hand and stares at them for a long time, trying to hold them tight but fails. Well, the pain blocking effect is still on. You better lie down and take a rest. When Wanshi finished talking, Kami clenches his hands hard, as if trying to refute him. Later, he leans against the maintenance table so he can sit up. Thank you for saving me. The depression of Kami is replaced by bright smiles. That swift changes in attitude catches Wanshi by surprise. It's fine. After thanking him, Kami looks down at his portable terminal, jumps off the maintenance table and walks toward his weapon in the corner. Here comes the next combat order. I'll return to my army then. Well, you better stay a while longer in the lounge of the Star of Life. Given your damage, I suggest that you apply for a delay in returning to your team. That's impossible. The corrupted won't be sitting tight for us to destroy. More partners will be injured if I don't come back soon. Why in such a hurry to return? More partners will be injured if I don't go back soon. Why can't the contract care a bit more about their frames? Are you counting on recalling to protect yourself? Recalling? Never thought of that. Wouldn't it mean leaving everything on the ground as well as your partners behind to escape alone? Then why are you being so reckless? Relax, it's not like that. I know I only got one shot along. I know I only got one shot all along, so I'll try hard to get a hold of it. Did you know it already? That's not hard to discover. Besides, you hesitated when mentioning the recall, which means you knew in your heart that it was a lie, right? Well, don't worry, I won't tell anyone else. After all, the whole start and more violent riot once spread. Aren't you going to question the existence of such a lie? I believe there are more important things to do than questioning it, right? Is that so? Why are you constructs so obsessed with taking back Earth? That's not true. Taking back the Earth is the final result. But what I want is a future where everyone survives until the end of the world. This is how I love this world. Is that what's more important? While Kami is talking with Wanshi, The door of the maintenance room suddenly opens from the outside, and a man walks in. Here's a direct order from the authority. Wanshi of the Star of Light is transferred to ground to the coordinate the garrison of City 155. Eh? Isn't it the location of our next mission? It's a war zone. Why would you let a human go there? Wanshi's technique will be of great help in the next battle. You can submit written complaints if you got any. We'll respond to it within 7 to 14 working days. Wow. Now all you need to do is carry out the order, Kamui. Right. Very well. The escort nods and turns to leave the maintenance room directly after informing the order. You haven't been to the ground, have you? No. I got no idea why they were doing this, but don't worry, my partners are stationed in City 155. We'll cover you. Meanwhile, Kamui opens the door of the maintenance room, and turns around and smirks at Wanshu. Just think of it as taking a walk somewhere else. Perhaps you'll get to know the important things I'm talking about. It's not like I have a choice, right? Yeah, I wasn't expecting Wanshi to get thrown into a fight. Okay. Because we're flat. Okay. Well, time to see how this goes. Well, we're about to enter DPF area. You can take off the protective mask now. Wanshi takes off the protective mask that Kamui handed over to him earlier. The air pours into his nose while the wind high above soothes the class Wanshu. It is different from the artificial touch of simulation experienced Hall in Babylonia, but a brand new element from the earth that he has never experienced before. Wanshi steps into a city under reconstruction with Kamui. Most of the buildings are dilapidated, but the CPF has started running again. Several teams of contract have moved beneath the CPF working on the construct. How are you feeling? Well, it's a fresh experience, but nothing special. At least it's better than being stuck in the same place. It's rare for them to send humans to the ground. Make good use of it. Cameron smiled and jumped down. What? Wait. Just jump down, I'll catch you. I see. No need, I'll dare myself. Once she stands there and sighs, looking for the right landing spot on the ground, and slowly moves toward the ground. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm back. Well, get ready for the next battle. Huh? Why is there a human behind you? Ah, it's Wanchu. The authorities sent him to help us. He's not just any doctor, but a pretty good one. He fixed me even though I was severely injured back then. The slightly older construct looked at the smirking Kamui, then turns to the nervous Wanshu. Wanshu, so you're the student of that professor? Do you know him? Well, he spoke highly and had high hopes for you. But I never thought he'd eventually die of overwork. He must be quite stressed in the start of life. Die of overwork? Oh, I see. Enough of that. The defense of City 157 nearby is about to be broken through. The corrupted could reach us at any time. Wansu, if City 157 falls, you should hide in the shelter around the CPF. The old construct words are covered by a huge explosion from the south. Then the construct hurries to him and reports the situation. Captain, the autonomous turret at the entrance of the city was blown up. So was the autonomous mines in the East City? Speak of the devil. I won't make the same mistake this time. Settle the defense and do your own duties. The city must not fall. Roger. Doctor, do as I just told you. You go cover the doctor. Roger. Constructs that have received orders immediately go into action. A construct drags Wanshi towards a CPF quickly and pushes him into a relatively solid building. Doctor, just stay here. After that, the construct pats Wanshi on the shoulder, and he takes out the weapon and runs towards the front of the defense line. The sounds of the explosion from time to time soon turns into a noisy and turbulent firefight. Several corrupted have even crossed the defense line deployed earlier and entered a street near the CPF. Oh, this is the surface, the battlefield where the constructs fight. A grenade flies out of the crowd. The corrupted explodes at the door of the CPF. The impact knocks Wanshi to the ground. Wanshi has only heard of the description of dying from the wooden soldiers. Now, everything is happening right there. A towering building collapses under fire, burning the constructs and corrupted underneath it. One of the construct's ankles sinks into the cracked ground. A moment pause leaves him under siege from a large number corrupted around. The construct beside him comes to support, only to be caught in the crowd of the corrupted. Fire and explosions are everywhere. Vile fluid is mixed with oil, flowing between the craters on the ground. Smoke pours into Wanshi's airway, the intense physical discomfort making him cough violently. The remains of the corrupted keeps piling up in the areas where the constructs pass, but more corrupted continue to flood in from the horizon. Endless despair fills the battleground. Humans created constructs and used wars to proclaim sovereignty over the earth. Yet, most human beings do not even understand what war means, just like Wanshi in the past. Wanshi wipes the smoke and dust that filled his eyes with his hands. A construct is standing right in front of him, pulling the debris of grenade from his body, throwing them to the ground. Wanshi can vaguely recognize the mark of the support construct through his torn armband. It's a pity. I just fixed my artificial skin. But it would be no joke if the grenade hit a human. Aren't you a support construct? Why would you push yourself this far? It's true, I'm an ordinary support construct, but I'm not just a doctor. I'm a warrior. Here, take this. The support construct in front of Wanshi throws down the pistol to the side. The battlefield is filled with changes. No one can stand by their partners all the time, providing support for each other. It's better to rely on yourself rather than others. What are you talking about? It's not that hard to pull the bolt and aim at the corrupted. Thompson, back up the fence in the east. Roger. I've gotta go. The construct called Thompson takes out another pistol after saying this. He runs towards the east of the CPF while firing at the corrupted. Doctor? Warrior? Wanshi freezes in place holding the pistol in hand. The roar of comedy from the distance gradually drowns out the clamor of the corrupted and reaches his ears.
Forward!
Oh, I'm playing as cavalry. And this is the front line. We have allies over there. There are just too many corrupted here, as always. Out of my way. I don't have time to race. Alright.
Forward! Tis but a scratch.
What? What kind of dialogue is that? Cavalry feels a little slow. Like he hits very hard.
pieces! You can't beat me!
Oh yeah, there's more. Oh, rest in pieces to them.
You can't beat me!
Oh, so you can parry with that skill. It's cool. There we go. As the battle gets more intense, the area around the CPF, which was relatively safe, is shrouded in gunfire. The continuous explosions should gather the shelter where Wanshi has been hiding. He rushes out while the firepower from the corruptor weakens, trying not to be buried by the collapsed shelter. Running toward the building on the side which seems to be safer. Halfway there, Wanshi sees a badly injured contract on the ground. His frame is covered with scars from the corrupted attacks. He can hardly move due to the bombing shot earlier. He has to lean on the brick, shooting at the crowd of corrupted in the distance with a rifle. However, the trigger is soon stuck as the rifle jams after prolonged use in battles. So he throws the rifle out and knocks down several corrupted down in the distance. Seeing this, Wanshi rushes to the construct and takes the maintenance kit out. Stay put. I'll treat you now. Oh. Wanshi pulls out the connection wires from the maintenance kit and connects them to the construct. He can see more clearly now that the power of the construct is rapidly decreasing. Watching this, the construct suddenly grabs Wanshi's hand as he is about to treat his wounds and tries to point to his chest and vocal module with the other hand. Following the direction of the construct's finger, Wanshi sees appalling tears in his chest and vocal cords, where vital fluids keep flowing out onto the ground. Phone game looking this nice is still weird to you, is it? you gotta make it have good quality just to attract people. But at the same time, there's so many good things about punishing Grey Raven that it kind of outweighs the negatives in a way. Are you trying to say something? The construct nods, but the damage to the other parts is more. The construct shakes his head. Wanshi falls silent after understanding the construct's intention. He takes out the tools from the maintenance kit and quickly begins fixing the vocal module for him. However, the power index to the side is a constant reminder of the little time Wanshi has left. Take your time, give it a try. Oh, it works. Thank you. What were you trying to say? Is there something I can do for you? The construct reaches out and takes down Thompson pistol on Wanshi's face, trembling as he places it in Wanshi's hand. Lifted up, the construct gently holds Wanshi's arms up with the back of his hand. Wanshi grabs the pistol as he has asked and slowly raises his arm. Your arm needs to be parallel to your shoulder. Right, that's it. Face to the front and let your eyes focus on the crosshair and those monsters. Once you adjust his posture step by step, following the construct's instructions, and finally aims his pistol at the crowd of corrupted in the distance. Put your index finger on the trigger and steady. The construct holds Wanshi's hand, correcting the direction of the crosshair little by little. Like this. Pull the trigger. The construct hand grips slightly harder, and Wanshi finally pulls the trigger. The bullet flies off and accurately pierces the memory shell of the corrupted. The recoil from the pistol kicks Wanshu's arms high. The construct can no longer hold on, and his arms drop to the ground. Among the sound of the gunfire and explosion, Wanshu still hears the last words of the construct. Win the war and survive. The index on the maintenance kit gradually turned to 0. Wanshu knows it in his heart. The construct is gone from the battlefield forever, dissipated like the smoke from the muzzle. I have imagined the scenes of horror countless times, but they are all child's play compared to reality. The battlefield is a slaughterhouse. There is no glory or honor, just merciless slaughter and death. The recoil from the pistol makes my wrists numb. Everywhere I look, the corrupted are ceaselessly entangled in fights against the constructs, leaving mechanical remains behind. There are ricochets flying past my head, are mixed with mechanical parts. When all is said and done, it is impossible to tell whether the burnt mechanical arm fallen to the ground belongs to a corrupted or a construct. The roar of the corrupted mixed with the sound of gunfire and weapons clashing keeps tickling my eardrums, but they gradually fade. Wanshu. It's alright. We cleared all the corrupted that started this round of attack. I see. It turns out that I have kept sending construct to such battlefields in the past years, using dreams to build on lies until they are eventually buried forever in the barren ground. I am a doctor, yet a PGR surveyor. Come on, I'll take you to rest. Kalmi helps Wanshu walk toward a relatively intact shelter nearby. After entering the shelter, Wanshu sees several constructs that are injured during the battle just now. I bet it's better to use recalling for such damage. No! What's wrong? Nothing. Why should I stop him? To them, this is the truth. They can get out of this awful place by recalling. So, what if they found out that the recall is a lie? I cannot make a difference in this harsh reality. I knew it all along. He closes his eyes. Jet. All. Rappelian. Zetsu. I have vivid memories of the sadness, anger, fear, and happiness of every wounded construct I ever treated. But eventually, all those emotions end in death, forming a swamp of endless cycles. The swamp has wrapped my whole body, suffocating and trapping me in this cold reality. He's sent by higher-ups. He must have his reason if he said no. After opening his eyes, Wanshu sees Thompson, who handed him the pistol earlier, speaking to the contract sitting on the ground in excitement. No, that's not it. I'm starting to think this is a happy game. Yeah, what makes you think? Come on, help us fix their frames, alright? Is that so? Thanks for your help, then. Well, just as Wanshi hesitates, a sudden thought comes from behind. He staggers forward and ends up crouching beside the wooden construct. When he looks back, he sees Kami's signature smirk. I gave it a yeah.
Feed me koi, 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 feed me koi.
No. You got too many food. Let me take a look at your damaged parts. Sure. Thanks a lot. Why did you help me out earlier? After finishing the maintenance, Wanshi and Thompson put away all sorts of maintenance tools scattered around on the ground. Do you have children? Huh? No, I'm not even... Sure, just asking. Don't be nervous. He thinks he has kids. He thinks this sleep-deprived man has kids. Wow. This sleep-deprived, depressed man. I was married when I was your age. Here, this is my son. Oh, I see. Thompson taps his wrist as he says it. A projection of a right-eared child appeared between them. Wait. I am quite shocked there is no word limit on the TTS. Yeah, it's because I put like I put like a 500 word limit, I think. Maybe that's why he sleeps deprived. Oh no! Oh no, this is the reason why he's sleep deprived. Oh no! The child in the projection is clinging to the ball in his arms without looking at the camera. Among the child is a Babylonian bark cell after the Golden Age. Aren't you a construct? What are you thinking? I had him with my wife before I was turned into a construct. Later, as the war was getting more fierce, I submitted a rebuilding request to the army. But that's beside the point. Do you know why he looks so angry in the projection? No idea. 500 moms? No, oh no! Oh boy. Because I failed to keep my promise. The children are growing up full of spirits even though the war outside is first. The coaching center organized a ball game, and I promised him that I'd go watch it. Sounds like something to be happy about. But it turned out I was still out on the surface when the match happened. Oh no. After I went back, all my equipment, my bed, and everything I owned were packed and thrown out of my house. Oh jeez. This guy. They wouldn't let me in, you know? I couldn't just open my door with a grenade in a residential area. So I had to go back to my dorm in the army during my vacation, where I spent a week in simulation training alone. The consequence of failing to keep a promise is serious, especially one with a child. You've got to remember when you're around children in the future. This man is just telling this sleep-deprived, depressed doctor about if he ever had kids. Like, oh boy. Does this man look like he's willing to have kids after everything? Children. Children? Pats Wanshi on the shoulder and smiles as he continues. It took me a long time to find out why he was upset. Children at the age are starting to have thoughts that they don't want to share with their parents. A small matter that seems irrelevant to others often means a lot to them. I decide to go to war for the future of my child. But it's also the parents' duty to guide their own children, as we're their role models and flags. Don't you think you're a lot like him in some ways? You aren't willing to talk to others on yourself. Oh, I see now. He's reminded of his own kid. Oh no, I can see it as not ending out well for Thompson. If Wanshi's reminded of his kid, especially since he has white hair, doesn't speak his mind like this. Oh no, this man's gonna die. Though it was part of my fault. I didn't regret it. I stayed behind with my partners as the corrupted launched a new round of attack just when I was about to return. Compared to my child's match, it's more important to save the partners in front of me. Thanks, should have sent your kid to bed, dude. Yeah, he should have. Perhaps some people can handle everything at ease, but not me. So instead of worrying or regretting, I choose to do what I'm capable of first. What are you capable of? Huh? Then it's better if you hold your left hand still. Well, let me adjust it for you. Thanks. You're not exactly excellent in combat, so why do you go up to the front? Because it's what we should do on the surface. To save our wounded partners off the battlefield and fight side by side with them on it. Besides, it's something I promised my child. We made a pact that one day he could breathe and run on Earth. The support constructs have never been the sharpest blades on the field, but they are the most essential part. Why do you say so? Because we're a flag. We're the biggest inspiration, the mightiest elixir. Just like the Star of Light died in the wounded in the darkness when it's faint starlight. People wouldn't have to be afraid of getting hurt when we are here, and they can charge to the front without worries. As everyone knows, the support constructs will be their strongest backup. It's just supporting. Supporting is not as easy as you imagine. Yeah, that is actually true. Supporting is really not that easy, especially when you're trying to support people. Depending, like, on situation, it's really not. He's right about that. It's to provide proper offensive assistance for attackers rather than getting in the way. You must understand and familiarize everyone's fighting style and rhythm. It's not something you can find in textbooks. It's something you'll only learn with time by standing on the battlefield with everyone else, bathing in blood and sweat. Is that why you detonate the EMP with bare hands during the battle earlier? How do you know that? I heard from the construct coming back from the East Front.
Get supported.
What? Oh my god. Thanks for the bit, Orpheus. You didn't have to do that. Do you feel different? After experiencing death and coming back, we're all much closer than before. You never thought that construct would tell this kind of thing to a human like you before that battle, right? You didn't know that Chloe would talk? It sure does. Whenever give bits, it will say something. So have fun with that. Because Zexo found out after he gave bits, and the Mochikoi just started saying whatever Zexo said. It was funny. Ali used his knowledge for evil. Oh no. Why would you do that? Hearing what Thompson's had said, Wanshi turned silent, not realizing that the adjustment has been completed at some point. Thompson flexes his left hand. Impressive. The influence of the EMP has been completely removed. Because you're evil, I see. Not something I don't deserve. What? Wanshi gets up and sets his tool aside before walking out of the shelter. Just as he leaves, Wanshi suddenly inhales the smoke outside. The searing heat fills his nose and makes him cough violently. While he is coughing, he feels a gentle pat on his back. He turns around and finds Kaori standing by, smiling. Better now? Better. Don't you find it hard to breathe? Bound by the cage of your past that you can barely breathe? Wait. Does Kaori know something about Wanshi? You care too much about what's right or wrong. Perhaps. Oh, I see. So, he knows. Where? I forgot. He really knows. Not everyone is as decisive as you are. Wanshi, you got the courage to expose lies, but I'm afraid it's not the right answer. Lies and truths make no difference to contracts like us. Yeah, We knew what the ending would be after seeing the truth beneath the lies. To die for humans is the inevitable end for constructs. The only difference is when and where you die. This is the reality. This is the reality. The next time you can't hold on, just activate the recall, alright? Get rid of the wounded frame and let your mind return to Babylonia. Like returning to the state before your birth, protected and warm. There are no such things as the burden and helplessness of reality in your optimistic world in the first place, right? But most of us have to compromise with our false reality eventually. We recognize our roles in the truth, joining the others to keep this facade of reality whole with lies. After choosing to accept the fact, there will be things that we don't deserve, and this is the price we must pay. As a doctor, as a human, there are things you should and should not do. I'm such a coward. You certainly are not. Even a construct like me sometimes feels powerless. I regret it and ponder too. If I were stronger and better, would everything be different? He says as he has Calmoon is living rent free in his head. But instead of spending time on regrets and self-blame, I found it better to focus on things I could and should do. You're not a coward. You're just not doing what you're capable of. What am I capable of? The battlefield is the closest place to death. Only by approaching death can people get closer to their true selves. Are the constructs of artificial humans? Sort of, kind of, but the constructs were little constructs. They were originally human, but then they decide. But yeah, some constructs are originally human before they decide to become like mechanical beings. So it's kind of like they have the conscious of their original humanoid self. Pretty much. It's like they left their human body to become machines. So in the sense, they're still pretty much human in a way, but they're able to be like this. Yeah. Only by approaching death can people get closer to their truth. Yeah, I read that. Why not just leave all those annoying stuff behind? The only thing that we can consider is what we do now, how to survive, and how to keep our partners alive. You could have refused to help Thompson, but you didn't. That's because you don't have to explain it to me or yourself. That's not the point. The important thing is to avoid standing still. Be yourself and do what you want and can do. Ah, that's a nice thing that Calmy said. Oh, I'm done with it. Oh, this is the last one. Deep sleep. That's not too bad. Okay, what is going on with this man? With this story now? The next round of the corrupted tech is coming. Got it. Tell all the injured constructs to go hide in the shelter near the CPF. Sync with all the squads and push the front lines further to guarantee safety around the filter. Alright, got it. Doctor, please take care of the wounded for us. I will. Then I'll see you later, Wanshi. Remember what I said. Don't forget the things that are important right now. After reinforcing the shelter for the wounded, the main troops set off for the front line while Wanshi treats the wounded construct inside. Hold this in for me. Wanshi puts one end of the connecting wire into the hands of the construct in front of him, then plugs the other end into his terminal. His fingers quickly taps onto it, and a weak current is transmitted along the wire to the construct. Thanks. It's fine. As Wanshi gets up and is about to walk to the next wounded, a sudden noise comes from outside the shelter. Is the battle over? No, that's not right. Huh? Careful. It's crafted across the front line with special camouflage. Thompson says it as he walks over to the wall, checking the situation outside through a gap between the panels. This man is gonna die. No, there's no way we can handle a crafted of this caliber in our current state. Want you just get away through the back door. At least we construct can recall. Though it will be quite a while before I can see my child. I feel like I read this line so many times, I'm just gonna pass through it. I don't need to read it again. How many times does Wanshi have to recall this? Victory and the future are too far away from me. What am I doing for right now? After checking the injuries of the contract, I subconsciously want to treat them and ease their pain. I am doing this so I shall see no more separation. I am doing this for those around me, those I want to protect. Seeing what unfolded here made me feel like I got to do something. Once I started to learn about construct maintenance, these thoughts that are engraved in my heart are getting forgotten while I was obsessing over the rights and wrongs of the lives. No. Huh? Wanshi, what is it? I will not let you recall. I thought I exposed lies to help others in the past. Instead, I created more suffering. Since then, my life has been filled with regrets, helplessness, compromises, and torture. Because I accepted the reality that such a lie needs to exist. But what happened here has made me realize that constructs should never be kept in the dark and sacrificed in vain. If I don't reveal the truth to you here, how could I face countering the others on the front line, or Thompson's child waiting in Babylonia? I'm not telling the truth to help, but to protect. Well, you finally want to talk, huh? There's no such thing as recall. It's all just a lie to comfort the constructs. What? The threat of life and death is the same for all of us. I let you fight recklessly with no regards for your safety, just because you're counting on recalling. There's no difference. That's no different from letting you commit suicide. So right now, instead of running away, I am going to fight with you, so none of you need to be recalled. Doctors should not only save lives, but fight alongside them as well, and protect others. We'll make it together. Now I see, so this is how you start to fight along with everyone I see. Worked up, Wanshi seems a little exhausted, and he cannot stop trembling. Thompson slowly walks over to him and gently strokes his head. That's courageous of you. That's right. Thank you for telling us the truth, Wanshi. It must be hard for you to carry such a burden until now. Thank you for that. Why do these guys sound so calm after Wanshi tells them the truth? Did they already know about this? No, that was because I've been a coward. You're not a coward. To move forward in the painful darkness after seeing the truth is not what a coward would do. Instead, you're stronger than everyone else. Can't believe we ever want to recall. No different than leaving our partners and the fate of the stay behind. Yeah, we promised each other to win. Once you, like you said, let's make it together. Probably knew. Yeah, it's not like they probably knew already. Guys, the flag will protect and guide their partner. It must not fall or retreat. Guys, let's go. Thompson shouts out the command as he speaks. Several constructs that can still move take out their weapons. Just as Wanshi is about to walk through the back door. Thompson throws a sniper rifle to the head. Oh hey! That's where he got his rifle from, I see. Take it. Let those monsters outside see how indestructible a fully army flag is. Meanwhile, Thompson loads the other sniper rifle in his hand. Wanshi mimics his action and turns the weapon safety off. Copy.
Let's
Oh.
get this over with.
I see. So they're using this instead of like his portrait. Okay. Don't push yourself too far. Hide behind us. Support constructs whenever you spot danger. Yeah. He says, hide, as I start wrecking these guys. I'm just playing as I usually do as Wanshi. Hello.
Lucky to be able to sleep forever.
One shot, one kill. Your eyes for your eternal slumber. One shot, one kill. Your eyes.
Oh, hello. Oh, this is new.
We're lucky to be able to sleep forever.
One shot, one kill. Your eyes.
Oh, I missed them.
We're lucky to be able to sleep forever.
I'm still trying to get better at dodging. Once you run it opposite direction. What do you mean? I can pick this thing up. Go to the front line. Our main force is there. Thompson, guys. What?
That felt so exhausting.
Before anyone can make a move, the corrupted roars and turns towards the construct on the way, rushing toward Wanshi on the back. Watching it get closer, Wanshi keeps pulling the trigger. The explosive shells hit the opponent's legs accurately, but fails to stop the corrupted from moving. Wanshi! A joint on its left leg. Though Wanshi failed to stop the corrupted from moving, he has managed to damage its frame. He focused on its busted joint on the left leg and quickly rolls to the left, dodging its charge. Though he is not directly hit, the rubble splashed around by the corrupted crashing into the building hits him hard, knocking him to the ground. The corrupted slowly makes it out of the debris and turns to look at the human and construct falling to the ground. It rocks towards the nearby Wanshi, ready to give all its target a final blow. The moment its arms are raised high, several explosive shells hit the corrupted, blowing half of its torso out of sight. Wanshi looks back and realizes that Thompson and severed construct have helped each other up, initiating the last attack while leaning on the shoulder. The recoil of the rifle knocks them to the ground. Old and new wounds split apart as vital fluids oozes out. We are the flags that cannot fall. Yep, this man is gonna die. You guys. The last attack has not destroyed the memory shell of the corrupted, with the petrol dripping from the remaining half of its torso. It flings its weapon and strikes toward Wanshu's head. Seems like this is where I end. Wanshu slowly closes his eyes, while whispering calmly, greeting his death. Wanshu! A deafening roar comes from afar. Wanshu opened his eyes out of instinct to search for the source of the sound. Wanshu sees the dark, great sword of Kaori before him as the corrupted is kicked aside with its memory shell broken into pieces. At this moment, the last straw that held Wanshu together was no longer there. He dropped to the ground hard and fell into a coma. Oh, this man just went into a coma, I see. Wanshu! Oh, he's awake now. What happened? We're out, finally. Thompson was right. Right? How are the others? And the corrupted? Relax, it's over. All corrupted in this area has been cleared. Thompson and the other are taking care of their... Okay, so Thompson actually survived. That's a surprise. I was expecting this man to die. Is that so? It's not too bad. Huh? To do what I can, and to move forward again. Just do it without considering the consequences and whether it's true or false. The body making the judgment for the mind upon what is happening. Seems like you're starting to get this feeling. Kaori, is Wanshu awake? Oh, what's this art? This is really a nice art too. Thompson walks into the shelter where Wanshu is in and asks Kaori. Kaori looks down at Wanshu, only to find that he has closed his eyes again, his chest rising and falling at a steady rhythm. He was awake, but fell asleep again. Shh, don't wake him up. You're the loudest here, idiots. Well, it's a good thing that he sleeps. At least it's better than insomnia. Having figured it out, I guess he can sleep down there longer now. Professor, I still don't have a perfect answer for your question. I'm well aware that the sins of the past cannot be undone. But now, I will have to move forward in carrying the burden of those lies in the past. I am not doing this to prove that those lies are real, or right, or wrong. I am doing this to protect those around me from being hurt by them. It is time for you and me, as well as the Star of Life, to move forward and make some changes. Hooray! Wow, I did it. That was so much reading. Wait, I did it. Oh, that's one story down. It's a bit record. No, there's nothing there. Oh, right, this one. Do I have the vocal string to keep reading? What's this? Lunar Lines. I haven't really joined a guild yet. Ugh. Let me just take a small break from reading and just check on my dorm. Oh hey, look, they got me some stuff. Nice. I just pat him on the head. But at least we know how Wanshi's stories go and everything, and a lot of things that happened to him in the past. I like it. It's nice. Although I was expecting like Thompson to die. Oh, where's everyone here? I guess they just disappeared. It's fine. Oh, they also disappeared too. Okay, these ones are here. Prison vodka. Yeah, I guess. Gotta go see you guys. Alright. Have a nice night. Also, thank you for the follow. Oh. Oh, I see someone just follow me. That was you. My bad. Bye. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Koi Bun and also Levis. Thank you for joining. Welcome to me going through Punishing Grey Raven, but I'm just reading everything and destroying my vocal cords for it. And I just finished reading Wanshi's story. It was really nice. Alright. I'm trying to think if I still have the strength to read the one event story, because I want to see it. I want to see what's going on. Ah. Okay, I do have time to keep going until December 8th, so there's a lot of time. Ah, I still want to see it. Alright, let's just take a little break so I can rest a little bit before I continue. Because it really was just a lot of reading. Oh yeah, so I did mention it on Twitter before that I think I also mentioned earlier, I am just mostly gonna be doing the story. I'm also gonna be streaming the story stuff on Wanshi Grey Raven. I don't know if I will do anything like the challenges stuff, I've been doing the counting stuff off screen, but I can probably do them after maybe I get through the story. Like story thing, but that's gonna take a while. I'm fine with that. I'm just gonna be going through the main story and character story and event stories. So that's pretty much my plan for streaming Punchy Grey Raven for now. I enjoy these little stories, including the main story now. It's very interesting and fun to go through. Ah! Break. Before I continue. Alright, how is everyone tonight? Besides me trying to let myself rest for a bit. But yeah, I'm gonna have like D&D later, which is gonna be very fun. Okay, I think I'm good to continue again. I guess if I start feeling a lot of strain in my voice, like it's starting to hurt or something like that, I will force myself to stop, and I can continue back on the story, like continue where I left off, even though it's probably gonna start the whole chapter again, but it's fine. I need to stay healthy and everything. Alright, I just go here and continue on. Actually, what? I just noticed this picture. I don't know what's going on there. Actually, let me go BRB. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Alright, I am back. I was thinking while I was, and I mean PRB, that I should just call these streams Punishing Grave readings. Since all I've been doing whenever I stream this, just read the story. So I think I should just call it Punishing Grave readings. I think that's fun. Alright, I guess after I play this chapter of the story, I'll end stream, because I definitely should not read a lot more again after that. So this is gonna be the last one. I do want to see what's happening next on the story. Alright, here we go. Echoes of yesterday. For the first time in a very long time, Vanessa tries to remember the first time she met Bambinata. Oh, this is different. With the enemies out of the way, a retro-looking building can be seen at the end of a forest path. Intricate tiles adorn the period stonework, framing the unique tall spire without making it unapproachable. Dark green and brown, a popular color combination during the Golden Age, covered the exterior. Despite the building eventually being owned by the Kuronos as a shelter, it is apparent that the architect intended it to be a cozy resort. Cozy like me. A shelter. Who would Bambinata be now if she had not been adopted by her parents back then? For the first time in a very long time, Vanessa tries to remember the first time she met Bambinata. A carbon fiber made blinds rise automatically at 2 o'clock in the afternoon as programmed, allowing the bright but not blinking artificial sunlight into the living room. Usually ending her afternoon nap at this hour, Vanessa has awoken already, tidied up and dressed. Vanessa is sitting with her mother for a cup child-friendly latte at her mother's insistence. She puts her porcelain cup back onto the saucer sternly, but the clanging porcelain does not draw the adult's attention as she hoped. Frustrated, Vanessa leans on the sofa as she sits there, her feet dangling and kicking impatiently. Oh, this is already so small. Why are you still on the sofa, Vanessa? I don't want her in our home, Mother. We're not talking about this again, Vanessa. Now, straighten your dress. They'll be here soon. Don't embarrass this family. Father. Come here, Vanessa. Raymond straightened his collars to perfection in front of the mirror before bending down and helping Vanessa smoothen her dress. Doesn't this look much better? Now, your mother talked to you about this a week ago, didn't she? You should be happy about getting a younger sister soon. Not to mention that your sister is capable of... Just know that we're doing all this for you. It's time. We have to get to the entrance of the residential district. They can't deliver inside. Manners, Vanessa. Don't forget what I always teach you. I don't want a sister. Don't you upset me right now, young lady. Her mother's exquisite face immediately sank. Afraid of looking up at her mother's face, Vanessa bites her lips nervously. Time to go. Realizing that she cannot change what is to come, the young child looks greatly displeased, but no amount of resentment will give her parents any pause. Eventually, she follows them to the sister she does not want. Originally a colony ship, Babylonia did not have its residential district design opulence in mind. After it became an arc, the district was further balanced between comfort and the number of homes it could provide. But the researcher is still stunned by the holographic landscape and the automatic artificial sunlight. He never thought there would be such a disparity between simple lodgings on the ship and on the surface. Back to his senses. The researcher gulps right as the familiar faces appear behind the glass door that is beyond his status. He immediately taps the girl behind him, calling her attention away from the holographic bowl. It's been too long. It must have been a difficult journey. How's it going? Is the research going well? It's so-so. There hasn't been significant progress since you were gone, Petra. And there have only been more problems. This kid's amnesia, for example. Do we have any internal data regarding this kind of mind symptoms? You do, Dr. Raymond. I backed up part of her research data. Everything's in the suitcase. Stop spacing out, Bambinata. Here, these are your parents now. Ah, I see. So, you knew Vanessa before then. The researcher drags Bambinata from behind him toward the two adults. With all the eyes on her, the girl acts like a tame fawn. Look at us, forgetting why we're here. You're Bambinata, aren't you? Yes, mother. What a good girl. Here, this is your sister Nessa. Come on, Vanessa. Having hiding behind Petra and Raymond, Vanessa steps up unwillingly. She locks her head out of spite, refusing to look Bambina in the eyes. Oh, Bambina? Not Bambinata? Vanessa. But Vanessa's annoyance is plain to see. Noticing how Bambinata falls back behind the researcher but chooses to stand her ground, Vanessa's gaze is even more disdainful. Your sister might be a little tired, having just woken up from her nap. Where's your manner, Vanessa? Say hi to Bambinata. Vanessa turns her head away, begrudgingly grabbing Bambinata's hand and shaking it. Kids, am I right? It's normal to be grumpy after being woken up from a nap. So, Bambinata, you'll be living on Babylona with your parents and your sister from now on. Not many people are as lucky as you, so behave, okay? Bambinata, well, are you leaving? I am. You don't have to come back for more experiments now. Bambinata nods obediently, lowering her head right as she's about to cry, not showing any emotion regarding this researcher leaving. Bambinata has always been the most well-behaved one. You don't have to worry about that, Doctor. Feel free to contact me if there's any progress or questions regarding the research. We're all very excited to have an expert like you on the case. As the adults begin to talk about business, Vanessa steals a glance at her sister. Her irritating braids, miserable expression, and tactless clothes, and yet mother and father are treating her with such kindness. How annoying. Disobedience must be an act to steal mother's and father's attention away from me. Ah, she's looking this way. How irritating. Stop looking at me. Alright, do you mind taking a photo of us? We want to welcome Bambinata into the family. Of course not. Right here? How about this side? We can have something nicer at the backdrop. Come on, children. Here, Bambinata, stand before me. Raymond gently smiles, reaching out with a hand patiently for the girl to react. Bambinata stands before her father as she was told, adjusting her posture for the folder. Petra pulls Vanessa next to Bambinata and squeezes Vanessa's shoulder, indicating her to look at the camera. Everyone ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, smile. Ah, there it is. Despite how unwilling Vanessa is, there's no way she can stop Bambinata from becoming part of her family. Raymond and Petra stay home way more than usual for a week after that, but they are always spending their time with Bambinata during the day. Vanessa watches them through the door secretly and sees Raymond gently unplugging cables from the back of Bambinata's head before Petra pats and compliments her. Vanessa has never seen her mother smiling like that. Between the days spent in the laboratory and the nights spent in the home shared by the four of them, Vanessa has been getting reprimanded for her increasingly petulant behavior. Raymond and Petra are overjoyed at the progress of the research, and Bambinata's cooperation has only made the process easier. The excitement of tackling an unsolved mystery in their field has kept them fully occupied, to the extent that they are unaware of the crack forming beyond their scientific research. Smack. Hey, who let you replace the photo of me and my parents? Vanessa steps into the living to find Bambinata placing a photo of the four of them on the tea table. The original family photo without Bambinata is nowhere to be found. Furious, Vanessa shoves the new photo into Bambinata's arms and the photo frame jumps onto the hard floor, the glass shattering into pieces. Bambinata falls from the force of Vanessa's push, and she looks up at Vanessa helplessly. Seeing Bambinata's annoying, pitiful expression, Vanessa repeats her question. I asked you a question. Who let you replace the photo of me and my parents? Mother told Bambinata to put the new photo here, so... Listen, I never agreed to you being my sister. You are not stealing mother and father away from me. I would want an obedient puppet like you. Mother and father are simply fooled by your act. I hate you. How did Bambinata look back then? Shocked, helpless, so puny that she almost cried? But Vanessa tries to pierce together how Bambinata looked back then, but something does not seem to line up. Hey, wake up. We're there, so stop daydreaming. Is there a single sensible person in Egret? Vanessa immediately takes out her terminal to confirm their coordination while trying to push away this untimely flashback. I was just calculating the risk. Guess who's staying back when there's an emergency? Hey, Bambinata, your mistress called. Mistress? Enough. Avoid the front door and inspect the interior from that window first. Vera chuckles seeing Vanessa flustered, and she leads the way toward the broken glass door. Okay. I think that's gonna be it because I should definitely take a break from reading, and that was a lot of reading I did today. I don't really want to strain my voice anymore, and I kind of did read like all of Wanshi's chapter, and now this, and that was a lot of lines of dialogue to read. It was just a lot, but I did enjoy reading and seeing what's going on with these characters and everything. I just like what I'm reading so far in Punishing Grey Raven. It's just... I really need to stop now and take a break and let myself rest. Okay. Let me go ahead and start a raid so I can go in and rest after this, because I feel my voice is straining a lot now. Alright. I want to have... Kite is straining, so I'm gonna go ahead and raid them. They are working on art, and they're a Dream Eater VTuber, and they're a friend of mine. They also joined me for Akagi on Wednesday. So yeah. Here we go. I'm gonna start raid. Alright, I'm not sure what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow, but that's gonna be it for today. See you guys next time then. Alright, bye bye everyone. Alright, here we go. Bye bye.